At the moment, the incident with the Ukrainian pilot who fled to Russia with the Su-27 of the Ukrainian Air Force is being vigorously discussed in the Russian media. However, despite the seriousness and significance of this incident, Western media are diligently trying to avoid covering this topic. Let me remind you that a few days ago, it became known that a Ukrainian pilot, during a combat sortie, decided to escape to Russia together with a Su-27 fighter jet. The first to report this was the Russian pilot of the Kiyv attack helicopter. According to him, his attack helicopter accompanied the Ukrainian pilot on the Su-27 to the Russian airfield, so that the air defense systems would not shoot him down. Moreover, the Russian pilot also stated that this operation had been prepared by the Russian special services for more than a year. According to him, all this time this Ukrainian pilot was passing classified information to Moscow and preparing an escape plan. Russian special services also helped the Ukrainian pilot to transfer his family to Moscow. At the same time, it is worth noting that the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation has not officially confirmed or denied this information. Russian media claim that at the moment, this Ukrainian pilot is in Moscow under the guardianship of employees of the Russian FSB, to whom he tells in detail the secret information about the air forces of Ukraine. Former Deputy Minister of Information of the Donetsk People's Republic, Daniel Besanov, also confirmed this incident. According to him, the Ukrainian pilot has been cooperating with the Russian special services for a long time, and allegedly among the Ukrainian military officers, there are a large number of people who sympathize with Russia and are trying to go over to the side of Moscow. Commenting on the information about the Ukrainian pilot, the representative of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Andrei Yusov, said that these rumors were allegedly specifically spread by the Russian side, in order to undermine the morale of Ukrainian soldiers and officers. However, it is worth noting that Andrei Yusov has not officially denied the information about the escape of the Ukrainian military pilot to Russia. Meanwhile, military expert and political scientist Ivan Konovalov said that the incident with the Ukrainian pilot really took place, and that this incident has already harmed future deliveries of American F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. According to him, the Americans have already suspended the process of transferring F-16 fighter jets, citing bureaucratic errors. The incident with the Ukrainian pilot undoubtedly scared the Americans, and they will never hand over their fighter jets to Ukraine. The maximum that Kyiv can count on is 3-4 units of old F-16 fighters, which were produced in the 70s of the last century, military expert Ivan Konovalov said. Moreover, the expert also mentioned Denmark and the Netherlands, who agreed to transfer several old F-16 fighters to Kyiv for training flights. According to him, the United States will not allow Ukraine to use even these training fighters in combat sorties. Doctor of Military Sciences Konstantin Sivkov also expressed his confidence that the incident with the Ukrainian pilot put an end to all speculation about the transfer of American F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. According to him, the Americans will never take such a risk, knowing that their fighter jet can end up in the hands of the Russians at any moment. At the same time, Konstantin Sivkov noted that since the beginning of the special military operation, Russia has managed to almost completely destroy the Ukrainian Air Force, which numbered more than 1,000 combat planes and helicopters. According to him, with the help of NATO countries, Ukraine has received dozens of old Soviet fighter jets and helicopters, and at the moment, the Ukrainian army has about 200 combat aircraft, which are absolutely useless, because they are not armed with Soviet and Russian air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles.